This is kind of a wireframe what it looks like. Now, the first page is what we call two-step sales page. What that means is usually with the Tripwire product, as you'll see here in a moment, it's usually a lower ticket product, something that's not very expensive, so it doesn't take a lot of explaining to be able to sell it. So here on this page, we have either a video or some text or something to explain what the offer is, and then the order form is right there. And it's a two-step order form. Step one, we ask where to ship the product, and step number two is then we ask for their credit card. After somebody then buys, then we take them to the second page, which is called an OTO page, or a one-time offer. Here we make them a special offer. They're able to click a button, do a one-click upsell, so they don't have to re-put in their credit card. They just click a button, it'll build their card again, and then they're taken to a thank you page or an offer wall page where you thank them for their order, you give them access to it, and then you can push them to other funnels and other products and services if you have them as well. So that's kind of the layout of what the page looks like. If you were to plug in an actual template, it may look something kind of like this. So that's what a basic two-step Tripwire funnel looks like. Now the question a lot of people ask me is, where did Tripwire funnels come from? What does that mean? Where did that word even come from? It sounds so weird. So I figured out a new way where I can actually get people to pay me to become my customers. And I was like, that sounds amazing. How do you do that? And he said, well, if you think back in the past, there was a company called Columbia House. I think most people who've been, have lived at least 20 years on this earth remember Columbia House. They used to have these offers where you get 8 CDs or 12 cassettes for a penny. And this was a Tripwire offer where the offer is so good, so irresistible that people have to buy it. And then afterwards, they're more likely to become customers if you give them a good experience. Right? With Columbia House, you'd buy this, and afterwards, they start billing you $30 a month or whatever for a CD of the month. And so that's kind of how it worked back in the day. Now, Perry had a company at the time that was selling a survival membership site. And as they tried to sell access to the survival membership site, they did okay, but nothing great until they created a Tripwire funnel. And this was the very first Tripwire funnel that I was aware of. And what they did is they started making these really cool credit card knives. It was a knife that looked like a credit card. You could hide it in your wallet, and you could pull it out, you could fold it up and turn it into an actual knife. And so they started selling this card for free. They just charged people shipping and handling, right? So you'd come here, you pay like, I can't remember, $2.95 or $3.95 shipping and handling to buy the product, okay? And again, this is the Tripwire offer. It's such a good offer, you have to buy it. And then after you buy it, then the next page is you have the upsell where you sell the thing you're actually trying to sell. Okay, so for Perry, they were trying to sell access to the membership site. And so after someone bought the credit card, the upsell said, hey, I'll give you another cool knife if you join my membership site. And I think they charge $10 a month to have access to the membership site. And someone would click the button, and then they automatically are billed the second thing. Okay, and so the power behind a Tripwire is you create an offer that's so good on the first step, and usually that step is where they're actually putting their credit card in. That's the hardest, most difficult decision. You make an offer that's a complete no-brainer. They put in their credit card, they buy that thing, and then the next page, which is usually a more difficult sell, a more expensive product or something like that, but they don't have to go and retype in their credit card and remake a big commitment. They just have to click yes, and it'll build their credit card. And that's how you can sell the things on the back end. So that's kind of how a Tripwire funnel works. And I'll show you some more examples here as we go through it. So here's how it works. Step number one is you have to create an irresistible Tripwire offer. And I'll show you a couple of ideas here in a second, but an offer that's so good that it's a no-brainer where someone says, I'm gonna go find my wallet, grab my credit card because I need to have this thing, okay? Then after someone's bought that, then the next step, you upgrade them with the core offer. The main thing you do want to actually sell. Okay, so this is an example. I was selling a $197 training course. My Tripwire here was a free book. They just covered the shipping handling, and then the upsell was a $197 training course. And then thank you page, thank them for buying, and give them access to whatever they bought. Okay, so that's basically how a Tripwire funnel works. It's very simple and very easy. Here's a couple examples. On the left-hand side is paying June. He did a free book offer similar to mine. On the right-hand side is a company called FiberFix that we helped do a Tripwire funnel for. And theirs wasn't a free plus shipping, but it was a severely discounted price on their core product, FiberFix. Okay, same kind of thing. You get somebody in there to say yes on the no-brainer offer, and then the upsell becomes a lot easier to get. Okay, and so what do you have inside of your company that you could use as a Tripwire funnel? Okay, there's a whole bunch of different things. A lot of people use books. They may use product samples. If you have supplements, you can do samples of your supplements. You can use CDs. You can DVDs. You could do USB drives. You could do white papers. There's like a whole bunch of different things you could do. Just think about inside your company. What's something you could sell that's such a no-brainer that somebody's going to buy it, and then you know that somebody, if they buy that, they're more likely to buy the next thing. Perry Belcher, the guy I told you about earlier, he actually used to own a suit company where he sold custom suits. There were $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 and more. And it was hard just to go and sell custom suits. So we thought, okay, someone who's buying a suit, what else would they want? He said, well, people that wear suits, they also wear cufflinks. So we made these really cool cufflinks, had them for low ticket, and those became the Tripwire. And everybody bought the cufflinks, and they upsold them the custom suits. Okay, so you just gotta kind of reverse engineer your company. What is something your dream customer would actually want? And then you create that as the Tripwire product you're gonna sell through a Tripwire funnel. Okay. All right. So here's some of the best practices with the Tripwire funnel. The first page, you need to make them a low ticket Tripwire offer, something that's so irresistible. Now, it doesn't have to be free, but a lot of times we do make them free and we charge shipping, or you can make them, paid product with free shipping, or it can just be an irresistible offer that's so good that people have to buy it. Right? A lot of times you don't, in fact, most times you don't typically make money on this offer, but what's happening is you're getting somebody to go and find their wallet and pull their credit card out, which is the hardest part about online marketing. Now they've done that, they bought it, that's kind of the first step. If you look at the two-step order form here on the page, step number 1, they put in their shipping address. Then on step 2, they ask for their credit card information. And this two-step shipping process is something that we kind of customize. You click a button and you've got a two-step order form that fast. Okay, so that's kind of the best practice on the first page. And then again, the last goal here is to get their credit card. And after you get their credit card, then you're taking the step number 2, which is where you actually make them a special offer for the main thing you wanted to sell. Okay, so in this example, I really wanted someone to buy this $197 training course. But it's much more difficult to sell that. I'd have to do, who knows, a 45-minute presentation to sell the $197 course. But instead I did the free book, and then the upsell was like, hey, you got the book. Here's, I have a special offer for you where you can get this course. It's normally $2,000. You can get it for just one payment, $197. So I give them a really good offer on this page. Okay, I make them a special offer. And then the power behind this is what we call a one-click upsell. As soon as someone clicks on that button, it automatically bills their credit card. They don't have to go retype it in. They just have to say, you know what? Yes, I do want that. They click on that button, bills their credit card, and then takes them to the next page inside the funnel. And then the third page is just the thank you page. You thank them for buying. If it's something digital they bought, you give them access to it. If not, you can tell them what to expect, when it's going to come out, and those type of things. And that's how those pages work. Okay. Again, you give them access to the program.